This is a video, as the title says, of how to lose weight quick. This is for going to a holiday in a few weeks. This is for fitting into a dress for an event. It's not a long-term fix. It's not a way to lose weight permanently. It's not healthy. It's not great, but it works and you will lose the weight. And I did it, and I lost 2 stone in, I think it was a month. And that's what I did then. That's a few years ago, and then afterwards I'll cover what I do now, and also lastly I'll cover a way to maintain it easily, a simple little thing that will help you to maintain it simply and then not suddenly put it all back on. So what I do, or what I did, not what I do anymore, is you go to a local supermarket, you buy bags of small apples, you buy bottles of Cherry Max Pepsi, if you like Cherry Max Pepsi, or other no added sugar fizzy drinks if you like them, and then you buy, or if you prefer, you buy the no added sugar dilute juice, or drink cans of Monster if you want the 0 sugar ones. If you want, you can drink tea or coffee. I'm going to try and avoid saying but I do say that a lot, so I apologise. So if I pause, it's just because I'm trying to not say it. So what you do is you eat the apples every day, the small bags of apples, and you drink whatever drinks you want to drink, pretty much, unless it's tons of beer, in which case that's not a good idea, but everything else will be fine. And you will average 1 to 2 pounds a day loss. Now at the end of it, you will fit in that dress, you will fit in that outfit, you'll be able to go to the event you want to go to, and as soon as you eat normally, over time you will gain all the weight back. You can try and cheat it a little bit by then switching to something healthy, like a healthy way of eating. I wouldn't say the word diet, but a healthy way of eating, and going to the gym. But there's a good chance if you've done this to lose weight over a long period of time, then you're probably not going to do that. So this is a temporary fix. This is not for somebody that needs to lose 20 stone. This is not somebody that has eating issues. So yeah, you just eat the apples, and then you will drop the weight, and you'll drop the weight super fast, and it'll be gone. Now I did that a few years ago, and as I said, at the end of it, with all the intentions in the world to be healthy, at the end of it, I put it all back on over time. Today I'm 2 stone lighter than I was 4 months ago, and that's because how I eat now. Now again, it's not a diet, it's how I eat now. So I work nights, which is where I am at the moment, and I eat pretty much set things. I don't like prepping lots of food, because I find if things are complicated and I have to check what I'm eating, what calories I'm eating, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to stick at it. So my meal, and obviously it can vary what you do, but I eat at fixed times, and my meal for breakfast is, because it's in the evening, instead of having bowls of cereal anymore, which has got God knows what and loads of sugar in it, I have half a tin of new potatoes, some sweet corn out of a tin of sweet corn, so half a tin of tuna, and some tomatoes. So I said some tomatoes out of a tin. So it's all really, really quick, and I put light mayonnaise on top of that, mix it all up, eat that. The bowl's really heavy, it's a dessert bowl size, not a salad bowl, and it's really filling, and I eat that before I go to work. And then halfway through my shift, I have a ready meal, which is an awful option, but you can do a healthy option of that. You can make a healthy option if you're prepared to do that. I have a ready meal. It's a 450 calorie ready meal, Hunter's chicken. If I want something different, I have a different ready meal, so I can change it up. And then in the morning, on my last meal, I got a pre-measured cup. It's got measurements on it that I bought for porridge. It's specifically for that purpose. And I fill the porridge up to a certain point measured, and then I fill the milk up to a certain point measured, stick it in the microwave, 2 minutes, comes out, put honey on top. Great, have that, it's quite filling. I drink tea, I drink coffee, I drink Pepsi Max, preferably Pepsi Max now. Sometimes drink dilute juice, not so much anymore. And yeah, and I got a table, not as in a wooden table. I made a table on Word of columns and 31 rows, and I've got 4 months to a page, and I writ 17.8, which was the starting weight at the top. And then I bought some sort of scales with a large LCD display, and what they do is they measure in quarter pounds. So even if I've only gone down a quarter pound, I can still see that I've lost weight, and I weigh myself daily every time I wake up. Now, you apparently shouldn't do that. I do that. I monitor. I can see where I'm going with it. I'm not obsessed by it, but I can, you know, sometimes forget to write it down. But I can see where I'm going with it. And like I said, in 4 months, I've lost 2 stone. There was a period of a couple of weeks where it just didn't go anywhere, and I'm eating the same thing all the time. And for snacks, I'm eating like fruit or like naked bars because I like them and they're pretty healthy. But it didn't go down, and I'm like, no, now I just want to go out. I'm angry. I just want to go out and eat a cheeseburger at McDonald's. But then I've come this far, and obviously it stopped for a reason because I haven't changed what I'm eating. So I'm just going to wait because there's no point in ditching everything I've done, because what, then I'm going to have to do this again in a few years. So I waited, and it carried on going down. And now I'm 15.9 as of today. So that's not why I'm making the video, I'm just making the video. And then, so yeah, so that works. It's calorie deficiency or calorie deficit. If you cut it too low, it will get to the point it will stop, and then you can't cut any lower. So it's better off to start sort of a small amount, reducing it a small amount, or to roughly where you want to be. Not trying to go with 700 calories, because it's not going to work, and it's not going to do anything. It's just going to eventually freeze up, and you're not going to get anywhere. So that's how I'm losing the weight. It's not a diet, because obviously this is now how I eat. If you like crisps, don't buy a multi-pack of crisps. If you don't have self-control, which most people don't have self-control, this is why we're bigger. So, you know, the multi-pack of crisps is £1 for like a whole big bag of crisps, and you can eat all the crisps. So even if it's like 60p for the one bag, buy the one bag, because it's a much healthier option. So I'm just looking at something at work. It's not a healthier option, but it's a much easier way of monitoring it. Don't have all them packs of biscuits and stuff in the house if you can't control what you eat. But once you lose the weight, once you hit the target weight, whatever your target weight is, it might be, you know, 10 stone, it might be 15 stone, it might be 20 stone, wherever the target weight is. Well, when you're going down in a target weight, it's really important. You're going to want to wear smaller clothes, because you're now smaller, so you're going to put on smaller clothes. I bought these. My old shirts were too tight, well, way too baggy, and then I've bought these, and obviously I bought the wrong size, because these are still really loose, so I should have bought the next size down. But as you go down in size, get rid of the bigger clothes. It doesn't matter if that dress in your wardrobe cost you hundreds of pounds. If that was 2 sizes ago, you know, when you was in that, at that weight that you was, you know, whether it be 10 stone or 20 stone, you know, well, not 10 stone, but whether it's 15 stone or 20 stone or 30 stone or whatever it is, do you really want to go back to that weight just so you can wear that dress? It's pointless keeping the dress. If you're keeping the dress, it's like an alcoholic keeping a bottle of vodka just in case he needs a drink. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, all right, with the alcohol it's tempting, but with the bigger clothes, if you start to mess up, you can put on the bigger clothes. Whereas if you're on the smaller clothes, you know, on the nice stuff that fits, you're gonna wear that. So you don't need the bigger clothes. That's the first thing. You need to size down your clothes as you go. But when you hit the target weight, and your target weight may be 10 stone, your target weight may be 15 stone or 20 stone. When you hit that target weight, get one of your belts, and no doubt you've probably changed your belts at this point, because obviously your belts are smaller. Get one of your belts, put your belt on, get to the hole that fits, mark the hole that fits, take the belt off, go to Primark, go to M&S, wherever you shop, and buy either leather or plastic, or rubber belt, not the material ones, not the expandable ones, not anything like that, something that can be cut. But when you buy it, say you're size 16 waist or size 10 waist, don't buy the size 10 waist, right? If you're in guys, obviously you say it's small, say you're small, like a small size now, don't buy the small, buy the biggest, longest belt that they have. If you like multiple belts, buy multiple belts of the same, but buy the longest belts they have. And take the belts home, because you want the holes on the belt that are on there already to be right at the end of the belt. Take the belts home, measure the belt, mark the belt, the new belt, where the hole was on the old belt that fit, make the hole on the belt, allow for a bit, and then cut off the rest of the belt with whatever scissors you want, but cut off the rest of the belt, and then you have a fixed point. You have a belt that will not change. Because here's the thing, you've lost all the weight, great. You probably not looking at the scales every day anymore. You're probably not even looking at the scales every week anymore. you're not checking the scales. You're putting on your clothes. Say you wear belts normally, and at that point you're at the belt number 1, the smallest size. But when you do your belt up, start walking, you don't look at what hole you're on. So maybe you're into sort of baggy clothes or stretchy trousers. So then within a few days or a few weeks, maybe a hole 2, maybe a hole 3, you don't know. And by the time you hit hole 5 and you run out of holes, you might have already put on a stone or 2 stone. So with a belt with 1 hole, and you have to wear this belt all the time, you know, that's why if you want to buy multiple belts, buy multiple belts. With this belt with 1 hole, when this belt gets tight, yeah, and you look and you think this belt's tight, then you think, hold on, maybe every weekend when I've been going and having kebab on a Friday night, or not necessarily, you know, but I've been having these other things, or maybe on a Saturdays when I've been going out and drinking loads of pints, if you drink loads of pints, or a couple of bottles of wine, you know, maybe it's that. The belt, you know, is going to warn you very quickly if you didn't make the hole really loose. If you made the hole so it fits, not cutting off your circulation, but it fits you, then if it's starting to get tight, you've only put on a couple of pounds at this point. So you can quite quickly adjust that and think, oh, hold on, I need to check myself, I need to sort this out and pay attention to this, and you can monitor it. Whereas if you're on the last hole, you might have put on a stone, because the problem is when you look in the mirror every single day, if you're going up every single day, you're not going to see it, especially if your clothes are baggy. But if you hit that, if you put on a couple of pounds, that belt's going to be tight within a couple of pounds, not a couple of stone, and you're going to think, oh, I need to do something. I don't want to be 5 stones big, 5 stone. I don't want to be 5 sizes bigger, or 3 sizes bigger, or even 2 sizes bigger. I don't want to be back to how I was. I just done all of this, you know. I got the clothes that fit. So yeah, so thank you for watching the video. In regards to this video, leave any comments. Hopefully you do this. Hopefully, you know, obviously with how I eat, which is the calorie deficit, hopefully you do that. And if you like healthy food, you like prepping food, you can do that like that. For me, keeping it simple works. If I'm going to change to intend to get more healthy, I'm going to probably do it when I hit sort of towards where I want to be at the end. I have no set date for that. There's no point in having a set date, so I can get to that date and think, oh, I haven't achieved it. I'm working through the days, and when I hit that weight, and I don't know what that weight is yet, but when I hit it, when I get down to where the clothes fit nice and I don't have love handles, that's it. I'm done. If it takes a year, it takes a year. I mean, it's not going to, but if it takes a good few months, it's going to take it, because once it's done, if I start now, once it's done, that's forever. So it doesn't matter how long it takes now. It doesn't matter if it takes a year. I've still got hopefully many more years to come. But being able to walk down the beach with my top off, or being able to go in a shop and buy, you know, clothes that fit nice, you know, it's all worth it. If it's not like I'm torturing myself. I'm actually eating and I'm full up, and I'm happy, and I'm drinking, and obviously the drinks help, and obviously, like I said, drinking Monster. So Monster Zero Sugar, I like that, as well as other things. So please leave comments. Hopefully you're going to do it. You're going to do the calorie deficiency and not the first one. If you're going to leave comments saying the first one's an awful idea, I agree, it's an awful idea. It works, but it's an awful idea. I know it's not healthy, and I didn't say it was healthy, but yeah, hopefully the comments are going to be that you're doing it, that you've got like a chart, and you're monitoring it, and you're not obsessing about it, but you're monitoring it, and you're losing the weight, and then you've got a belt, and you're going to do it, and it's going to work for you, and that's great. And if it does, that's fantastic. And if you see me back in probably another, well, you probably won't see me back, but if I do an update video in maybe, I don't know, 2-3 months, then that jacket that I bought that was like 3 sizes too small, a motorbike jacket, hey, I'll be putting that on, because that's like a size 40, 42, and I started at like a size 48, so it might be a few months to go, more than a few months to go. But hopefully when I hit that weight to fit that jacket that's hanging in my wardrobe that I bought intentionally way too small because it's a really good deal, I will do a video of me in that jacket at like a size 40, 42. It's a very fit jacket. But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and yeah, I'll see you the next time. Thank you.